Hi, Joe Cerrone, CAD 116 Basic AutoCAD. This is our Thursday Zoom orientation meeting. We'll be holding these meetings on Thursdays at 10 a.m. And you just click on the link. I believe we have it set up so that this is the same link that we'll be using every week. And so we'll just repost it. Most of your announcements will be here in the post. Working this from top to bottom. We'll record important details, so I'm recording this video right now. I try to keep the basic introduction videos for the Zoom meeting to about 10 to 15 minutes. And so after I do the introduction and the recording, I'll open it up for questions. And typically what happens is we start to roll out the assignments is that the Zoom meetings turn into like tutorial sessions and such. You'll need the textbook, and so you can get the textbook here. AutoCAD and its applications. You want the comprehensive textbook, and you can rent that. There's a number of other places that you can get the book, but we're basically going to be following the book. Getting started with AutoCAD. Al likes to do the D2L, and I usually do the lectures. We'll take a look at the syllabus and the outline of topics, and then how to get the free software. If we click on this link, and then we click on the embedded link here, what we're going to want here is AutoCAD. And if you're going to use the Mac version, it does look different. So we recommend, if you do have a Mac, that you get a Windows partition on it, because the videos and such look different because the school uses Windows-based computers. Back to the link. And so you can download a student version of AutoCAD. You just have to get started and use an Oakton or a .edu email to get access, because it is for students. And if you have any difficulty with that, you can email Al and I, and we can kind of walk you through it. But it's a great deal. We used to have to pay $250 per student license, and then in 2014, they made a lot of the licenses free. It was kind of part of this rejuvenation of manufacturing and technical things in the economy, and so that's working well for us. You can get a lot of other softwares here too. So if I sign in real quick, and I'm not sure why some of the links are just, I mean, it just seems like the internet is just having one of those days today, so I'll come back to that. But you will need the software, and you will need the AutoCAD 2020 or the 2021. If you have any difficulty with that, just let us know. Most of the content I've already covered in our introductory video. And so Al and I went and did this video on Tuesday. And so if you want to take some time and look at this 15-minute video, I go through the syllabus and the table of contents. And so today, since I've already got a video for that, I'm just going to kind of go through those things briefly. And so if we look at the syllabus is located under content. And it's right here as syllabus. And if we look at the PDF document, this is the best way to contact me and Al Rosen. You're in CAD 116050. Basic AutoCAD, there's no prerequisites, and it's basically a first course in design and drafting. CAD is a great tool. There's a number of applications for it, whether it's architectural or engineering. We'll go through mechanical and architectural drawings. And so when we look at this student learning objectives, what we'll be looking at is how to use the CAD system, how to be able to create plot plans, elevations, and three-dimensional views. In other words, we'll be teaching you how to do things for mechanical and architectural. And then there's also what I call general design. We've been doing CAD for a long time, and there's a lot of new type jobs. Like a lot of people are getting jobs at these online catalog companies like McMaster-Carr, where they're drawing the components so that they can download the components from their catalog. And those are all CAD based. So our emphasis is going to be on an understanding of the computer-assisted drafting system. And I've gone through most of this in the video already, but
How's it going? Oh, dude, Tommy's got his neck muscles. Hey, man. Look how high I can hold my head up. Dude, that is awesome. Welcome to the club, man. Now we're just waiting on.
I'm going to mute you two. I think that was you. Seems like somebody's having a good morning. All right, back to work here. So outline of topics, I'll go through that. Methods of instructions, tutorials. Basically, we have the chapters that tie into the book, and then we have assignments with them. And so the assignments are kind of progressive. They start off relatively easy with basic draw and modify commands, and then they progress into more complicated drawings. So you'll need to complete the drawings every week, pass the quizzes, and take the final exam. So we have an assignments folder, and the assignments will be completed and put into the Dropbox. If we look at the Module 1 assignments under Content, here's our first set of assignments. And since I've already covered, the outline of topics in the video before, I'll come back to that. We'll take a look at the Module 1, and it's really very straightforward. I used to teach as an industrial arts instructor, and I taught CAD, auto mechanics, electronics, a number of really cool things. And so we developed these basic drawings. And here's a PowerPoint. The PowerPoint basically goes through chapter 1. And so if I download this and open it, we're looking at the first chapter in the textbook, and we go through defining AutoCAD or defining CAD, typical applications, and then it's sort of kind of an introductory into just what CAD is and how it works. And so we can look at the majority of your drawings, or at least from our background, two-dimensional drawings are how we receive a lot of our remodeling and architectural work. And so when we built the campus, as they're going through and they're doing all the remodeling, things like social distancing now, where when we allow people back onto campus, we use a lot of these floor plans that were done on AutoCAD. And it's been consistent ever since I've been working here at the college, which has been since 1995. I started here working part-time, and then I worked as a high school teacher during the day and at Oakton at night, and then this job opened up, and I've been here ever since. We'll do some three-dimensional drawings. As far as being able to go through, we'll go through and we'll look at drawing standards, things like units of measurement. Are we going to be working in millimeters? Are we going to be working with inches? Are we going to be working with architectural units like feet and inches? And so we'll go through those different aspects. We'll look at the AutoCAD interface and how you basically run and navigate that. And as I'm going through this, I can show you that we also have videos. And so video lecture chapter 1, if you go and you just kind of work these modules from top to bottom, we've put the content in there for you already. And so let me know if you guys can't see this, because every once in a while I'll launch off into a lecture, and then I've got to check my screen share that people can see it. And so if something happens, please tell me. Module 1. Hi, Joe Cerrone, and this video is going to talk. So I make these videos, and you can kind of see I'm walking through a lot of the same steps that I'm doing here in our introductory video, but really they go through and just explain to you piece by piece. You don't have to watch the videos. We don't go through and assess you on your video watching, but they're super helpful because people learn from watching more so than from reading how to draw. And so the YouTube videos have really helped the students that are in the class, and we like to make those. And so as we look at how the interface works, and then it kind of goes into the first set of drawings, which I'll kind of segue into next. This is my website, and it's the AutoCAD website, AutoCAD.com. So, oh wait, I'll show you. So I created this site in 2007, and I use this for a lot of courses. The D2L now kind of manages most of it, so we've kind of started migrating toward that. And so we just kind of use this as a reference, but you're welcome to take a look at it and to go through some of that content. And what we're going to be working on in our first assignment is this plate 1. And so the way that the course is set up, I'm going to come back here. I have these videos for the lectures. And the reason I was showing you what I just did was that it's kind of a segue where this video shows you this first assignment and talks to you about the interface. If I come back here to module 1, we're going to do these 5 plate drawings. And we've done a video for those as well. So as we go through and we start to work this exercise, these are the PDFs of the assignments. And so you can click on the plate 1 PDF. And we've kind of migrated to this online content. So these locations are now in D2L. We'll need to kind of update a little bit. But for the most part, everything is pretty well set up. And so you take a look at the exercise PDF. I'm going to download this one. And then see if I can put it on my second monitor here. So as we go through and work these exercises, the first module will be to draw these 5 plates. And I'll show you how that works, and then I will stop the recording and open things up for questions. So in the first module, you will go and you will take a look at each of these different PDFs. There's a video on how to do them. And so if I play that video, and it kind of picked up right here, but it basically shows you how to use these draw commands. And I'll go through and I'll show you how to do the videos or how to do the drawings. Make sure you put your names and update the title block. And then I'll go through the other drawings, module 2, or not module 2, but plate number 2, 3, etc. And then you'll save those drawings and turn them into the Dropbox. So these are the first 5 assignments for module 1. This is the video instructions. I'm not sure what these student files are. Let's take a look. So this is sort of a link to the textbook content. There's really nothing in the introduction chapter tied into the textbook. Most of the exercises, if we look at them, they're kind of, talk about CAD experience, etc. So that's not required in our first module. Back to table of contents and module 1. Typically, the modules are due 2 weeks from when they're assigned. And so, for example, if I start this drawing, and it looks like there's one link that's missing, and the link that's missing is in the main splash page. And there should be a drawing template in here. And so here it is. Al likes to do the D2L, I do the lectures. And so you'll need this B-size, this plate title block DWT. And so you click on that, and then you open it, and that'll start your CAD system up. And then once the drawing is open, I'm going to set my interface, because I was doing 3D, over to 2D. You can watch the main interface, how to use AutoCAD, but essentially what we would do is we would draw this product, this plate number 1, and you start off with the line command. And the grid and the snap should be on, so I'm not sure if he has them on, so I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to go to type in snap, and I'll make sure that that's on. And then when we go through and we draw that, be like 3 units. And there's plenty of work in, or there's some videos that will show you how that works. Switching back to our content. And so these are the plates: plate 1, plate 2, plate 3, plate 4, plate 5. And if we look at that, they'll look like that. And then once you have completed those drawing plates, you'll save the file and you'll put it into the assignments area. And let me change this to student view. And so module 1 will be due on September 17th. It's worth 30 points. And here's the rubric, how those will be graded. And essentially, they're really pretty straightforward. They're not real difficult. We don't make them real hard in the beginning because we want everybody to kind of get off and get a good start to it. So do the 5 plates, save the drawings, put them in the Dropbox, and then quizzes and exams. We have a quiz that's available, and they're open-ended as far as the due date. You don't have to go and take it right away, but it's a good idea to take one a week. And if I view this as an instructor, I can show you what it looks like. They're basically just multiple choice questions with, questions regarding the reading. When you begin a new drawing, AutoCAD creates a drawing.dwg file. Kind of goes through your understanding of the file extensions. And then it talks about template drawings and just basic questions from the textbook. Okay, so that's a short overview of Module 1 and what's required for Module 1. The Module 2 will be released on September 8th. We'll have these Zoom video meetings on a weekly basis on Thursday mornings at 10. And Al and I look forward to working with you. I'm going to stop this video and open this up for questions.